Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. He's out in the clear. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. It's a pickup of 26. And that is good for Detroit. First down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, so it'll be 3rd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Completed over the middle. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. McCarthy throwing on 4th down. This is brought in by Laporta. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
There's a dive up the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Firing one deep for the end zone. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they did 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, one went right through.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a toss running left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180! What's that?
Right back to Irving now. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
180! What's that?
Baker now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Terry on Arnold has it.
Oh, the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
And started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd and just 2 to go. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. Now the grass wasn't greener on the outside, but he's tracked down out there. That loses yards. 4th down coming up.
That defense generated some kind of pressure right there. The runner felt the need to improvise as long as he could to try to get that first down. That's impressive work to be defending 3rd and 2 in that kind of situation and turn it into 4th and very, very long.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And they are unable to double their lead.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Baker. Setting up the running back screen. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Bucky Irving. The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. 3rd and long for him here. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. Riley Dixon on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
For the Buccaneers.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Downfield is fine, St. Brown. There he goes, right sideline. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on there. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action with the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
After play fake, here's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is Irving on 2nd. And some nice running there. Gets him a 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Lions get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
You could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Fielded at the 11. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
180! What's up?
The give to Irving to start this drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
180! What's up?
Once again, Irving. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
180!
Running back sent in motion.
What's up?
Throw here, third down. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. He has it at the 33. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 72.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Go get him, go get him, go get him. 19, 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. They get 23 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Roll, rope, go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Give now to the running back. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead to 8.
Buccaneers 9.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
Throwing, Baker. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
What's up? 180.
And air it out on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Once more, it's Mayfield. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. And this is going to call incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He's back to throw. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Irvin on the counter. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They kick the running back in motion. Third down, here's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
What's up?
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
38-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Kate, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
They'll run here following the penalty. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
3rd and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You never ever this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And
he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Running right, it's Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it at the 24. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
36-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Again, it's Gibbs. A lot of space ahead. And they take this in for the score. The Lions hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. They're running quick there. They bring him to the turn. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mayfield now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He put everything he had into this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel. 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. To So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Pepper is on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Baker now off the play fake. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Throw here, third down. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind this guy, and now it's fourth down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He's got it. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's taken down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
The give here on second. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Third along, it's McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tried getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up fourth and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Bucs to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Back to the line they come, second down. Pressure coming, Baker. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, shot. Warriors, 70 Timberwolves.
They go to him again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 2, and that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. After a gain of 5, we'll see what they want to do here on 4th and goal.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground. Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. That's him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
It's complete. This is Buccaneers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Play fake, it's Mayfield. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So they let 1st down stand since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined, that brings up 2nd and 10. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Gonna let this one fly. Deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
1st down, Buccaneers.
On the give, this is Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right back to Irving now. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll air it out on 3rd. It's a big strike downfield to Bucca. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. And it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Lions 30. Buccaneers 22. Chase with Boston to kick off for the Buccaneers.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds after getting it all the way down inside the kicking team's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Buccaneers 26-yard line.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here he is to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
To throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.